Okay. So it's recording. Fine. Have you all gone through the problem statement and project statement?
No, actually not. I
Okay.
have heard that it has something.
Uh, I think you are mute.
Some household application website or something.
So let me clear it. Like we are going to work on household application. So it will be our bootcamp problem statement, but the actual problem statement will be the quiz master that is shared with you in the email, and you can find it on the GSpace also. So the problem statement you have to do that you will submit the problem statement will be the quiz master. Okay, we will discuss everything today in
Okay.
this session. Yeah. Okay, let me share my screen. Has everyone installed the Git?
No.
Have you read the email that I shared in the morning? Hello. Okay.
Not yet, sir. Not gone through that. Please guide. We will do that.
Okay. And everyone is following the G space, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
GSpace. I have joined
Okay.
that Mad1 project CS 2003P Jan
That is the
2000.
official made one project G space, but we have a G space for this bootcamp also. Uh,
Oh, I have
I
not
have
joined
added
it.
all of you. I have added all of you in the G space. Just
Name
check
name
there.
of name of that.
It's
AppDev 1 private bootcamp or something.
AppDev one online bootcamp one.
Oh, sorry.
So every communication will every important communication will happen from that G space only.
How to join the GSpace?
You are already joined.
Okay.
I
Name.
have added all of you 2 days back. It will
Yes,
show
I am sorry.
it
I
will
have
show in
just
your spaces. Okay.
I have pinged in the group.
Okay. Yeah.
How to find out Mad1 project CS? Yeah, yeah. AppDev1 online
Online bootcamp. Yes, correct.
one. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So let me share the screen. Yes. So this is the mail I shared today morning. So our project statement will be quiz master that you have to. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. So you have to submit this project statement in this term. I hope most of you have gone through this problem statement. We will discuss everything that what are the core requirements, what we have to do, and how the schedule will be how the schedule is. The second, I think the recording is stopped. I think, right? Are you
No,
able to see
Yeah.
that?
there is
Recording.
a red sign. I don't know it's stopped or
No,
not.
recording is stopped. No,
Wait a second.
no, recording is okay, but
It's showing me that it stopped. Let me check.
link is not available. Recordings link is not available.
Okay, link will be available in the calendar event. It will be added automatically.
Okay, okay,
after 3 to 4 hours of the session. So you can watch it from there.
okay, fine.
Yeah, it's recording. Yeah, correct. So this is our project statement. The link is shared in the email, and let me share the schedule that we are going to follow for this bootcamp. Yeah, so this is the schedule that we are going to follow. Our first session is the introduction session, and there won't be regular sessions. It will be like today we have done the setup and all, and tomorrow we will going to take doubts that you all are facing regarding the setup. So and like the day before, the day after tomorrow, we will do the database setup, and then the following days we will cover the doubts that you have regarding the database. Okay.
हाँ, नाश्ता कर लिए। अभी 10, हाँ 10 से 12।
The mic is
Shrikant,
on
please.
from your name.
Shrikant, please mute yourself. Okay. So this is the schedule that we are going to follow. I'm sharing this link in the G space. You can see it from there, and there can be changes in this schedule. So keep checking it. Okay, and I'll attach the sessions link in this sheet, so you can get it from here, or you can get it from the calendar event. Okay.
So I have a question. So,
Okay.
Himanshu, so you will be doing this demo with us with this home appliance or the thing that you have said, and we will be making the quiz master, which is the actual submission.
Yeah, correct. Because the underlying concepts are the same, and
Yeah,
you have to.
obviously, obviously. So my question is, so while I am making my website, so if I have any particular doubt, I will join this doubt
Mhm.
clearing breakout rooms, right?
Correct. So
Ah,
today, what we will do, I'll explain the concepts, and then the following day, what we have is what we have arranged it like we have a doubt clearing session where individually you can tell your doubts that you are facing. Because see,
okay.
we cannot take your doubts in the session, right, with all the
Yeah,
people, because uh, everyone will be able to see your codes, right? So
yeah,
it's
that's
not.
what I was asking about.
Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
okay, okay. Thank you.
So that is the uh, thing behind this. Okay. So I think it's clear. And let me clear. I'm going to do this household application. You have to implement the same thing in your project, and by the end of this boot camp, I we expect that everyone will be in their final stage of submission. So I hope everyone will follow this, right? So we want that a good outcome of this boot camp, right?
Yes, that's the idea.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the
Okay.
goal.
Yes. That's what we want. Okay. Let me start with the problem statement. So our problem statement is quiz master for med one. So it's an application where one admin will create an multiple quizzes, right? So there will be multiple quizzes for different subjects. So admin only create the subjects, and admin will create quizzes for those subjects, and a user come on the platform, register, login on the in their account, and he can see all the ongoing quizzes and upcoming quizzes that is going to be on this platform. He can register for those quizzes. He can pick those quizzes and attempt them, and he will see, after attempting them, he will see detailed scorecard that what is his performance in those quizzes. Okay, so this is the basic overview. So for you to complete this project, you have to implement all the required functionality. So what are all required functionality? Here it says, like, yes. So a required functionality is, like, you can say, there will be subjects. So admin will create those subjects. So if suppose you do what you have created an admin. Now admin, in your application, you are making a directly, you are making that admin will create quizzes. So, but the project requires you to create a functionality where admin will create subjects, and on that, under those subjects, you have to create quizzes, right? So if you ignore those such thing, then there might be some problem in your level on Viva. So you have to follow what this problem statement says. Okay, so you have to read this problem statement, understand it. If you encounter any problem, you can ping in the space, and we can discuss in the doubt clearing session. Okay, now okay. So after reading this problem statement, you can make your own analogy, like how you are going to implement this application. So the requirements will be same for everyone, right? So but it's your logic, your thinking, that how you would you implement, how extra feature that you will implement, that you are not going to evaluate on those, how you implement these required functionality in your project, that will be completely your logic. So be aware of that, and go through this problem statement, and you will be able to ace this problem. Okay.
Okay.
It, this is with this
So
problem statement.
could you
Okay.
explain how this is
Ask.
a problem statement also?
uh, can you repeat again? I lost you.
This could you explain this in the real quiz master given problem statement also in the our bootcamp?
uh, oh, do you want me to explain this statement now,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What
So
how to approach it? Because we will be doing on this now. So how to start
yeah, we
and
will
how
be
to,
going to this. We will going
yeah,
to do this, right?
yeah.
So I'm saying, because not everyone has gone through this application. So if I
Okay.
start with this, start with like, if I'm going to explain it to you, then for before it you have to read it, right? So that your
Okay,
understanding
okay.
understanding will be better, right?
Yeah, let us explain in the next session, right?
Yeah, yeah. So all the logic that we are going to do, we are going to start it from day after tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow, if you
Hmm,
all don't have any doubt in start set up your initializing your project. Okay,
hmm, hmm.
so we are going to study all the logic and all the stuffs that we have. Or if you have gone through, any of you have gone through this problem statement, then, and you are facing any problem, then you can tell me, I can explain it right now. Anyone? If you are not able to understand any requirement that is mentioned in this document. Okay, I think nobody has gone through this problem statement. So please go through it. Then we will be able to discuss what are all the things. And if I discuss, then you will be able to ask question that you encounter while reading this statement, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Now, what we will do? we will initialize our project. Uh, yeah, we will initialize our project folder, and we will push it to GitHub. Okay, so that will be our initial task, right? And everyone has to do that. If you won't do it, if you submit your project without creating a GitHub repository, then there might be case that your submission will be discarded. So everyone has to submit your project to GitHub. Okay. Uh, how many of you have your account? Yeah, that is what I'm going to ask. Yes, you have to create your account with student email ID, or if you have, suppose you have an account with your personal email ID, then you have to add your email to second in a secondary email. There is an option to add your email as a secondary email, right? So you can add your email there, but the username should be your roll number. Am I clear?
Can you show me?
What are you
uh,
telling? Username and account name. What does it mean?
Username account will be your GitHub account, right? But the username of that account should be your student email ID. Let me share it.
Both are different. Please explain how to separate both of them. I have the account, but how
Yeah,
to?
you have the account, and the email ID, the username will be, you have to change the username to the student ID for the same account.
How do to do that?
So this is my home page of GitHub. So uh, I go to this here in profiles, and go to edit profile, and you can change your username
So
here.
the roll number would be showing in the username, right?
Yeah, it should show in the username. I think it will be done
Where
in
to change?
settings.
Where to change?
Wait a second. Account. Yeah, here I think, yeah. Change your username. Go in the settings and go to accounts. Here you can change your username.
Can we have more than one username in our same account?
No, after finishing this project, you can change your username. But during this project, you have to make your username as your student ID. That's
Yes.
how they will
Yes.
be able to identify you, right? So change it to your student email ID. All of you have GitHub account created, right? Please raise your hand if you have.
I have. I have.
Okay. Okay.
So the mail ID that I should use for the GitHub account, should it be the IITM mail ID or can
Yeah,
I?
yeah. It should be IIT email ID. If you have already have an account, then what you can do, you can link your email ID as a secondary email ID. Okay,
Okay.
you can go to emails, and there is a option to link your secondary email ID. This is my primary email ID, and there's an option to add a email address. So here you can add, if your primary email ID is your personal email ID, then you can add your student
Okay.
email ID in here, right? So that will be fine. So
Any email ID will be valid, but roll number should be as the username.
yeah, roll number should be username, but secondary email should be this student email ID. If you have already, if your primary email is your personal email, okay.
I am not getting that. I have the account.
You have
I
your
have my
account with your personal email ID, right?
no. This email ID.
Uh, Student email ID.
Just let me see. I have both perhaps. How
Then
to
you
see that?
don't. Okay, check it, and then uh, if you have signed in as your personal email ID, then you have to add your student email ID to your account. and that will be fine, right?
Where we are adding emails. We can have more than one emails.
Yeah, you can add two emails, I think maximum.
Okay, two.
So
Okay.
you can do it, right? So before starting your application, please your project, please do this thing. Then you will be able to. If you delay it and then you try to do it at the last moment, then it will be not fine, right? So it's better to start from step by step, right? So okay.
My mail is showing the student primary email is a student email ID.
Okay, then it's fine, right? No problem.
No, no, now we can I can add the additional mail also, no?
No, you don't need to, no? Why do you need to add a email account, email ID?
After completing the course, this email ID will vanish, no? Then what will happen?
No, it won't be vanish. Okay, it won't be vanish.
Okay, it will be there.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Migration is also possible, no? Suppose you want to
yeah.
migrate.
You can migrate it, but I think that is not.
No, no,
Uh,
not here. After that, because we are doing a lot of things in the GitHub, then
yeah, yeah.
migration is also
In
possible,
Med
no?
to in Med to you also need the same account, right? In Med to you also have to submit
Okay,
your project to the GitHub, right? Push your
okay,
project to GitHub,
okay.
then
Thank you. Got it.
okay.
Got it. My
So
account is there. Okay, fine.
yeah, let's go ahead and let's start. So let me share my entire screen and start the. Yes, my screen is visible, right? Yeah.
Visuals.
So let me create project folder. I will name it as the application name and my roll number. So this is this should be the project root folder name, right? And if you have gone through the project
So,
document, then you will got to know that what should be your name of the uh, folder, right?
Himanshu,
Yeah, correct.
uh, just I was asking that are you also familiar with Mac? Because I will be using Mac for my project. So
Okay,
there are a few deviations I believe that are there.
okay. We'll discuss. Okay, I've thought of that, and
Yeah.
I've considered that thing. There are few things in initialization. We will find difficulty, and otherwise it's exactly same. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so I'll cover those things, right?
Sure. Sure. Sure.
So I think you have during lab assignment you have done it, right? You have created a virtual environment, all those things, right?
Yes, yes, but the thing is, while I am repeating the MAD 1 course because I was not able to complete it in the previous term and the project along with that also.
So you are doing both the things
Yes,
simultaneously,
yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. So I
Um,
could do up to quiz 2, but there were some work related things for which I had to discontinue at that point.
that's
So
fine.
this term I'm doing it.
Okay, okay, no problem. Only week 7 content, till week 7 content we will require to finish our project. No problem. That
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. Uh, okay. So I have created a folder. Folder name should be your application name and hyphen your roll number, right? And let me open it with VS Code. And this is the our project root folder in VS Code. Let me open a file. Yeah. So we are going to write every logic in this file. If you are able to, then please follow me. That so all your doubts will be cleared here only. If you can, then please follow me. Otherwise, uh, you can do it later and watch recording if you want, right? So we will create. I'm telling for Windows. I'll Aritra. I'll tell you
Yeah,
after
sure, sure,
this,
sure,
right?
sure. No problem. Yes.
Okay. So we'll open the terminal, new terminal, and yeah. So I open PowerShell in this VS Code. Um, so how to create a virtual environment? This is the command. I'll paste it in the chat. You can take it from there, and or I will paste the same command in GSpace. That will be available there. Okay. So Python -m venv, and now the name of your virtual environment. So I'm giving it a name, my env. So now a pop-up is appearing here in the rightmost corner, right corner bottom. You can, it says we notice a new environment we have created, and do you want to select it for workspace folder? So we have to click yes. So now every package that we are going to install will install in this environment, and our project will take all the dependency from this environment. Okay. So it's created. Let's activate this. So for Windows, the activation command will be the name of the virtual environment backslash scripts backslash activate, and it's activated, right? So please make sure whenever you install any dependencies, suppose you are installing Flask, you are installing Flask SQL Alchemy, you do it after activating your virtual environment. So you have to strictly follow this, because you are going to install all the dependency in this virtual environment. Okay, I hope I'm clear, right? So
Pardon,
are,
pardon, pardon, sir. Once again, what you told.
so suppose you want to install Flask, right? You want to install
Yeah,
Flask because you have to
yeah.
do it in this file, right? So you install Flask in let's say here. If I install Flask in this PowerShell where my virtual environment is not active, so that Flask install Flask will remain in global scope, right? But you
What do
want
you mean
to
by global scope means what?
global scope means in your local machine. It won't be in this virtual environment that is completely
Okay.
tailored for your this folder, this project folder, right? So
Hmm.
every dependency that we want to install, it should go to this environment, virtual environment, right?
Hmm, 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 hmm.
So you have to do it after activating your virtual environment, and then you will able to see this sign, my virtual environment, it's activated. Now I am in this virtual environment, and now I can install all the dependency that I want. So
So suppose by mistake I have
Mhm.
done without activating the virtual environment, and it went to the global environment. And
That
whether there is
won't.
a code, suppose by mistake I have done it, then
Mhm.
is it the rollback also is there?
There won't be any problem as such, but it's for the safer side. You have to do it right, because what happens, like you have installed today, you have installed Flask, right? But
Hmm.
suppose if a function for the Flask has multiple functions, right? So a function is
Hmm.
deprecated. Deprecated means the developer that of Flask has removed that function.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now your project implement that function, and now you won't be able to use that function, particular function, and while
And
giving your YY, you will encounter that problem that this function is not working. So what you are doing, you are storing a version in this environment. Now if the current Flask version updated, your this project folder contains the
That I got.
old dependency, Flask dependency
Got it.
that you
The
installed that time.
same version will be there in this virtual environment folder.
Correct. In this virtual
But
environment folder.
my question was that whether we can roll back also. Suppose by mistake I have done it. Is there a method? Because sometimes I have encountered such problems.
No, there won't be any problem if you have done that in local. If you have done that in global scope, you can leave that, and if you want, you can again install in this virtual environment.
Yeah, that I got that, but in the global it remains. No, sometimes it happens. Some
So see,
problem is there.
suppose this is my PowerShell. Here
Okay, you just install it here.
yeah.
Suppose.
Let me tell you. Here, this is my this is my global scope. The virtual environment is not activated here. If I
Yeah,
install Flask here, pip install
yeah,
Flask,
yeah.
so it got installed, right? Here
Yeah.
it got installed. But if I check in the virtual environment, if I do pip list, by pip list we can check what are packages that is installed in our machine. So currently our machine will be our virtual environment for this, right? Because
Okay.
I'm storing everything in my virtual environment. If I do pip list,
Here also.
because what I have done in the same PowerShell, right? So that's why it's reflecting here. I can remove it if you want to remove.
I want to remove it.
If you want to remove it this from this package from your
From this
but
virtual environment.
virtual environment, then you can do pip uninstall, like you have done pip install there,
Okay. Okay.
uninstall, and the name
Plus.
of that, it will ask
Oh,
you to proceed, then it will say
okay.
yes or no, then you can do y and then
Yes.
enter. It's successfully installed.
And now pip list.
Now if you do pip list, then you will able to see that it's not present
Nothing.
there, the flash is not present.
Now you have installed the Flask in the global also. Where it is? Where we can find that in the global?
Wait, if I
That's
go
my
there,
confusion.
wait. Go to the global PowerShell and you will be able to see pip install
Where it is here?
pip list. Just do pip list.
Yeah, pip list. It is there. Where
Yeah,
it is?
I think it's taking from the virtual environment. Let me wait.
No. We have uninstalled from the virtual. No.
Wait. I'm opening PowerShell. This is my local
Yeah.
PowerShell, right?
Yeah.
So
Correct.
if I do Python
Pip list.
dash version, so my Python version is 3.1
Correct.
2.4. So if I do pip list, so these are all the dependency that is stored in my local environment.
Correct.
If I want to check for Flask,
It is there. Okay.
yeah, so it's there.
Yeah. Now uninstalled it. Uninstalled it.
So it's been okay. I just again did install, right? Let me. We want to uninstall, right?
Yeah.
Flask. So it will ask me to uninstall it, and if I do Y and then do, I successfully install Flask, right? So this is happening in my local computer. It's not happening in my uh, virtual environment. In
Now,
virtual
now, now,
environment,
now, where you go to here? We have not installed here. Now, pip list will show here or not? Now,
it won't show here because
no.
it's not
Yeah.
installed.
Just
Okay. So
it is showing.
where it's showing, it's not there,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Flask is not correct.
Flask is not there. So
Flask is not.
now I do pip install and
Okay.
Flask.
Got it. Thank you.
So everything that we want to do it in the virtual environment, that so that everything will
Yeah.
be
That
remains
is
here,
okay. That is
right?
okay.
Now we have installed our Flask here. Now we want to keep check that what all our dependencies. So what we can do, we can do pip freeze requirements. Okay, so all the dependency that is that I currently installed, I want to store them so that I know that what all I have installed, right? So I can just store all the name here in the .txt file. If I do, one txt file is created, and I can see that what all packages that I have installed in my virtual environment. Okay, you can see that we have Flask with version 3.1.0 in this virtual environment. We have Jinja 3.1.5 in this virtual environment, right? So whatever you will do after installing a package. Now suppose I want to install Flask SQL Alchemy. So I will do pip install Flask SQL Alchemy. So it's installing Flask SQL coming. Now I want to update this requirement.txt because our requirement.txt it still does not contain that Flask SQL coming. So I'll again do the same command pip freeze and into requirement.txt. So whatever that is the packages installed will be installed in this uh, will be saved in this text file. Okay. So if I do enter. So yeah, this requirement.txt has been updated and it contains Flask SQL. So- no, it will create in this folder, that the project folder that you have created, right? It's installed in this root folder that we have created, right? So this is how we will create the virtual environment, right? Are you
So
can
what?
you okay? Hello.
Yes, sir, continue.
No, you are saying something, right?
Sir, what do pip freeze actually do?
Pip freeze, what pip freeze do is it does not like whatever you have installed in this virtual environment, it will take that I have installed Flask, right? You have installed Flask, so it will tell you that what you have installed, which version you have installed, Flask version
Oh,
3.1.0. So
so
it
it
will
only prints the names of
it will
the installs
Yes, it will
installments.
only print the name. So suppose when this will be required, then when you submit your project, while submitting your project, you won't submit this virtual environment, right? Because the virtual environment will the size of this will be very big, right? Of this virtual environment folder. So you won't submit it. You only submit this requirement of txt. Now let me tell you a demo. Mm. Let's create a new folder. Let me set dummy, and I'm taking.
Requirements.txt the keyword type of thing, or any name you can give.
You can give any name, but the standard in
Okay.
people use is requirements.txt, right?
Okay.
So in this now while giving your viva, what yeah. So
They
while
can
giving
ask. They can ask such type of questions in the Vivas also.
No, they generally don't ask to
Okay.
create
Okay.
like how to create all this, but you have to create this virtual environment because we to run your application, you have to you need those packages that you have installed, right? So
Mhm.
if you want to run this Python file, let me open this dummy folder here. So after downloading your project from the portal, you will see that these are all your files. Your virtual environment won't be there, but you need your to run your application, you need your all the dependency that you have created. Your dependency is this, but your virtual environment is not present, right? So what you have to do to create your virtual environment is you have to install these um,
Yep.
dependencies, right? So you can use this requirement.txt to install these dependency. Okay, so you can do like, let me open a terminal. Pip install first, let's create a virtual environment here and install all these dependency in that new virtual environment, right? So what I will do, again create a virtual environment. I'll do python -m venv, and let's give it new env. I'm giving it a name. Okay, so a virtual environment is created. Let's activate that. This
Previous three is the keyword, na Python -m and venv,
Yes,
and other name we can give anything.
we can give anything. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's activate this. Uh, so the name of this new env slash scripts slash active small active. So it's been activated. But if I do pip list here, there's nothing, right? In this virtual
Yeah.
environment, there's nothing, right? We don't have
Yeah.
anything because just initial. Now I want this requirement that we are using, right? So what I will do, I'll do pip install -r and the file name in which our requirements store. So I'll do require and.txt. So it's installing all the requirement that is specified in this. So these are the
Yes, understood.
okay, understood, right? Anyone is following me?
Myself following.
So okay, you're following.
I have done up to requirements.txt.
Okay, so
I did not do the dummy folder. That is
no,
not
no,
required.
that I'm going. I'm just going to explain you. So this is our project folder. We have freeze all our requirements in requirement.txt, right? So it's done. Now, whenever I'll do and I'll install a new uh, dependency, I'll just do pip install, and whatever I need to install, I'll do that, and again do run this command pip freeze. So my requirement.txt will be updated, right? So I can do it like that. Now the project structure will be like this. It's mentioned in the project document. This is
Wireframe.
your in the project document you will be able to see it. So this is your root folder. So the name of your project and your uh, roll number. So what I have done, I have done household service and my roll number. Now inside that there will be one directory for templates, one directory for all the backend, one directory for all the images that you want. It's an optional. If you want to contain images, then you can create images in this static folder. In models, you can keep your all the database models, uh, and one app.py file that will initialize our app. Okay, so we will slightly modify this, but your structure should be like this. Okay, so currently my structure is in my root folder. I have app.py and requirement.txt. Let's create a templates folder. I have created a file. Let's create a folder This is here all the templates will be present. What we will do, we'll create a new folder for all of our backend. So we will create backend folder. Okay. So in this backend, what we have, we will have models. So models.py. In this file, all our database models will be created. Um, we can do one more thing. If you want to implement APIs, then you can create api.py file if you want to do, because that is a recommended functionality. It's not a core functionality, right? You won't be evaluated based on this APIs, Flask APIs, right? So if you want to do, you can do it in this file. And one file is for routes. So routes.py. Why I'm during lab assignments, we have done all the things in the same file, right? But why I'm telling all of you to do it in different file is like, when by the end of this project, you will see that if you do in the single file, there will be a long code in a file, right? So you won't be able to navigate through it, right? So if you make separate file for separate thing, then it will be easy for you to see what error you are getting, where you are getting error, all those things, right? So if you create routes in the same file or create models in the same file, then it will be difficult. So what we are doing, we are creating different file for different things. And for app.py, we will initialize all these files. So we will link all these files in this app.py. Okay. So this is our initial uh, folder structure. I hope I'm clear here till here. Anyone
How
have
how,
any?
how this API.py and app.py are related?
Ah,
API.py is not core requirements. Then what is
yeah.
the function of the API.py?
So it's not recommended functionality.
Okay.
If we have time at the end of this boot camp, if we have time, then we will implement this API, right?
Okay. Okay.
Right. Till I just created, tell you that we can. If you want to implement, then we will implement it.
Okay.
That
After some
in
time
this way,
we will do it. Yeah.
we will do
So
it.
that we can demo it, right?
Yes, correct.
Correct.
Okay, but you need models and route, that is necessary, right? Without them, there won't be any projects, right? So models.py and routes.py will be in backend. All the HTML templates in these templates, and API.py in will be our initial code will reside in this app.py. Okay, I hope I'm clear till here. If anyone have doubt for this structure, you can ask. Are you
And
following
now
me?
more my following folders or more are required, no? The
Uh,
static folder is also required.
Static folder is only required if you are like storing any images or all those sort of things.
In the
If you are
in
not,
the structure, three folders were there. Only we have created two
so
folders.
like it's written there, you can read it. Images and you said.
Controllers. What controllers we have not
So
created a static.
yeah, so what we are doing controllers and models in the same file. Okay, you can do it. There is no problem. That is the recommended uh, structure. Okay, so there should be a root folder and everything else inside that folder.
The
So
controllers thing we are doing in the models.py.
no, controllers are routes. So whatever
Routes. Okay.
routes are called controllers, right? So
Okay.
model view and controllers, the analogy that we have studied in the theory course.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So model will be your database logic, the models. Route will be your controllers that will handle the request from the browser or the application front end, and view is your HTML document, that the front end that is visible to users, right? So
Yeah.
uh, that's all we have in this, right?
No, we have done in the theory course, but we have not done towards the project. understanding. So kindly also correlate the theory also. Now it is clear.
Now it's clear, right? That
Yeah,
our
now
model.
it is clear. Now it is clear. Got it. Just refreshed.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Thank you.
So everyone is clear with this, right? Should we go ahead? Go ahead.
Will you guide me later on the Mac part?
Okay, let's discuss this part. Uh, Details. Okay. Okay, so for Windows, the virtual environment creation, the command will be same, but with Python, you have to do Python 3. Okay, for creating the virtual environment, you have to do Python 3 -m venv, and then the name of your virtual environment. Okay,
Okay.
so let me paste this command in the chat
Yeah.
box.
Please.
In the G space, if possible, then it will.
Okay, I'll paste in GSpose
Yes.
after this session. Okay,
Sure.
after this session I'll paste. This is for Windows, and this is for.
Kindly make a file that is online file so that some commands which are in the sequence required that will be updated there.
All
Just like this.
will be available for the GitHub repository that I will share after this session. Okay, so we are going to create GitHub repository. All the link of whatever I'm going to do in this project folder, in this folder,
Okay.
that will be
Okay.
available to you. So you can see
And
from there.
that will be always available after the session bootcamp also, or
Yeah,
will be deleted
after the bootcamp it will be available. I think after the project it won't be, but till the
okay. Up to
that-
project submission up to.
project submission deadline it will be available there. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm sharing for Mac. Okay, so you will be able to do it. So has everyone done it, or like anybody is facing any issue in creating virtual environment and activating it?
I have not done it because of the code, so I will do it now.
Okay, do it.
Will you share this recording in the GSpace or?
You can see the recording in the calendar. It will be available after the session. So if you go to calendar and see the event, here it will be available. It will be added here. And I'll also share the link in the GSpace. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
And the recording link will be only available in this sheet. I'll share this sheet also. So we can take it from there. And if you need any help, you can just ask in the GSpace. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Now, okay, if everyone is in the same page, then we can start. Okay. Ahead. Now, our purpose is to create a GitHub repository and link this project root folder to GitHub, right? So we can, whenever we push new code, we can directly push it to GitHub, right? So how we will do? We have to I told all of you to install Git. You haven't installed Git, is it?
So I have the GitHub account.
Okay.
Do I need to also download the app in the system?
I'm not talking about GitHub app. I'm talking about Git
Oh,
CLI. Okay.
no.
Uh, can you
How
raise
to
your hand?
how to recognize that I have an account in the github.com settings emails like that?
Yeah.
How to recognize this is GitHub or Git?
So I'll tell you the difference
We
between
are not
this.
friends. Yeah, please.
And you will require this for your Viva. They can ask a question about this Git and
Yeah,
Git.
that's why I'm asking. I'm not understanding.
Okay. So just quickly, can you raise if you have already installed Git in your system? Raise
I
your
have
hand.
installed
Git. I'm saying Git.
Git. How to recognize whether I have? I have.
Okay. Uh,
I have, but it is Git or GitHub. I can't say.
okay. Okay. You have GitHub account, right? You have github.com. If you go to website,
Uh,
then you will be able to see your
yeah,
GitHub.
yeah.
Right?
When I log in, it comes github.com settings / emails.
So
Mm,
I sent an email today. So what is Git? Git is a backend system of GitHub. Okay. Git GitHub works on Git. So Git is a version control system where where developers can collaborate and share their code over a single uh, server, right? So all can collaborate there. So you can add multiple collaborators to your repository and uh, create multiple branches. So you can implement your code at a same place. Okay. So git is a git is a backend for GitHub. Okay, you can take it as like this. Okay.
uh, Git is the backend of GitHub.
Yeah, GitHub is based on Git. Okay, GitHub is
Okay.
based on Git. So
Okay.
uh, you can install Git CLI. What Git CLI do is it helps us create multiple repository and push it to GitHub or whatever we are using, version control system, whatever version control system we are
Okay.
using.
This one is different and GitHub is different.
GitHub is different. GitHub is you can take it as a company. GitHub is a company that made an application around this Git system.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so Git is a technology actually. So GitHub made a application around this Git. Okay,
Then I don't have this account. How to do that,
so
please?
just install the click if you are on window, click on Windows.
Yes.
It will download on your system. Uh, After downloading, double click on it. It will start installing, and just do next whenever it prompts. Do next. Uh, don't change any default settings. Just do next, and it will be installed. And you have to do nothing in Git. Okay, just install it. Okay.
Sir, which one should be installed? They are like 32-bit Git for Windows setup,
So
64-bit.
you can check what is your system requirement. So if you check system information on your Windows system, so you will able to see. So my PC is 64 bit. So you will able to see.
Okay,
So you
okay,
can
okay.
check it from your system requirement.
Okay, sir. So and sir, there are also two options like there are uh, a
A
standalone
stand.
installer and they are
Yeah.
portable.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. What should
So
it be there?
what is selected?
Not selected. It's asking a standalone studio having 64-bit Git for Windows setup and portable thumb drive edition is
So
64-bit.
install only standalone. Okay, install standalone.
Okay. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Another account is required for this.
No, no, you don't need to like you don't
Okay.
need any account for this. It's just a application. It's just
Okay.
SDK for you.
Okay. Okay.
So after downloading this, uh, if you are doing it right now, then it's okay.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you are doing
No, no, I'm doing, sir.
after
Please.
that session, then if you encounter any problem, you can discuss. We can discuss in this
Just
space. Okay.
1 second. It will
So
take time or it will be easily.
I think it's 80 to 90 MB, so it won't take. It's depend
No,
on your
no,
speed.
already downloaded. I
Okay,
can
it's
run it. I can run it now.
yeah, you can run it. Just install on your system. It's
Okay.
downloaded. Just install it on your system. After installing your system,
Only show new options install. Okay. Version is 2.46.
okay.
Uh,
So
Okay.
yeah,
Himanshu,
correct?
For Mac, it is saying install Homebrew, Mac ports, and other things. So, which one should I go for?
For Mac, let me click on that.
Yes.
Mm, so you have to run these commands for Git. So what I will do, I'll share a video for Mac. Currently, I don't,
Okay, okay, okay.
because I haven't seen for the Git for Mac.
Sure.
So I'll share a video. Okay. Now I think all of you have downloaded this Git. Let's create a Git repository in this particular uh, project folder. So what I will do, this is my uh, this is my PowerShell where my virtual environment is activated. I'll open new PowerShell. So here what I will do, there is a command git init. If I do so, there is a Git repository created in this particular folder. So now this folder is also a Git repository. Okay. Okay. In Mac, Git CLI is already present. Okay.
Git is
Then
installed, then how to open it? Git is installed. My Git is installed. How to
it's
open it?
installed, right? No need to install it. Okay.
Okay.
So if you, Aritra, if
Okay.
can you check the version if it is installed? Just do it git
So,
hyphen hyphen.
how am I supposed to do it?
Just,
So you can do git hyphen hyphen version, or
just
for
a
I
minute.
think
Get
Just a minute.
just a second.
Where to check? On the terminal.
Version.
in the terminal, open in new terminal. So
Just,
this is there is a plus
just,
icon in the right side, right? So click on that.
yeah. And
Just check
here,
git git space hyphen hyphen version. Then you will be able to see the version that is installed. So it's installed here to my.
Mm,
Are you facing any difficulty, Aritra?
Git version
yeah,
is 2,
I need to
2.47.
I need to share my screen if possible.
So the command is not working. I think someone has shared a command.
No, I need to show certain things. If possible, can I share the screen? Is it?
Okay, share
I
your
don't
screen.
know.
Share
Yeah.
your screen.
Sir, if it is showing Git version 2.471 Windows 2, then it is
Yeah,
okay, no? It
it's
is
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Aritra,
So why you are doing it in another PowerShell?
uh, can you repeat?
Why you are doing the git install in another PowerShell? Why not in the environment one?
So I don't want to like create any confusion there, because like I want that people won't face any issue. That if you want to do, you can do that. Okay, there is no issue. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Sir, make a video for that also for Git configuration and all type of things so that we can be
We are doing it right here, no? So
okay. No. Okay, right. We are doing, but sometimes
okay,
after some time.
I'll share a video.
Okay, sir.
So
Please.
Himanshu, can you tell me what am I doing wrong in here?
So what you have done? You have created a file, that Git version.
Yeah, so what am I supposed to do?
Open the terminal. Where you have created your virtual environment. Where is your folder?
No, no, I have not created the folder. So where am I supposed to create the folder?
Create
Anywhere
open terminal. Open command prompt.
here?
Yeah, open new terminal.
Yeah.
Okay. Now write git space hyphen hyphen version. Okay, there is some the path is not selected in your machine. So I'll share a video, then you will be able to do it. No, there is not any problem if you are not able to do it. Okay, it's just a basic step. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Arpan.
Sir, after downloading the Git version, then by double clicking it, we should tap the next and next option
Correct. Just
for
do,
downloads.
yes. Just do next. Don't change default settings. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So let me share screen again. Okay. Okay. So Git has been installed. So what we have done, we have run a command git init. So what git init do? It makes our project folder into a GitHub repository. Whatever folder we are working in, it makes it a GitHub repository. Just make sure that your path of that folder is correct. So if you go to templates and then initialize this git in it, then it won't be initialized for the whole
But the
folder.
git init command will be on out of the virtual environment.
You can do it in virtual environment. There is no
Okay.
like, okay.
After going to the virtual environment, you can do it. No problem.
Yeah, like here my virtual environment is created. So if I do git init here and if I do git init, there won't be any problem. It's just need reflecting below. I don't know why. Okay, so there is no problem if you do it. Okay, I'm just doing it here so that I don't encounter any problem with that virtual environment, right? So I'm just creating a new PowerShell here in this terminal and doing it. Now I initialize this git. Okay, now
One thing, sir.
yeah.
Sometimes it hangs. We go to the second PowerShell out of
Mm-hmm.
the virtual environment.
Mm-hmm.
Then the previous one, the virtual environment PowerShell, do not work. Is it?
No, it
How to?
works. It works. It's not like it won't
I'm
work.
just doing, but my cursor hanged.
Okay, so you can do like you can delete it and again activate your virtual environment, right?
Okay, 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 sir.
You can again activate your virtual environment. There won't be any issue. Okay. So and the command is already pasted in this chat.
Mhm, that is.
Now I have made this folder into a Git repository. Correct. Let's create a GitHub repository in my GitHub account. So I go to github.com, create a new. I created a repository. Just create any name. So what is the whatever the name of your folder, you can keep that. So I'm keeping house and my roll number. Okay. So you are doing quiz master, then you can do quiz master, then hyphen your roll number, right? It will. It's there's no issue. Okay. And this is the main thing. You have to
When,
keep.
this Git account opened, how you went there?
Just
Please,
go to
please.
GitHub, your GitHub account, github.com. Okay. Just go to
Okay,
GitHub,
now we have to go to GitHub.
github.com, because you
Uh-huh.
finally you want to push your code to GitHub, right? github.com, click on new, right? In the left side, there is a button, click on new. So
That's to check.
you'll see a page like this. Name your GitHub repository. I want this name. So I uh, input the name of this repository. Now the main thing is you have to make this repository private. Okay, don't make it public, otherwise you will fall into trouble, right? So there is a plagiarism checker, if you have studied about it. So what our instructor will do, they will check your plagiarism, your code with others, that you haven't copied others code. So keep it private, because if you keep public, then others will be able to see your code, right? So we don't want that. So strictly make it private, right? Just put your name, the repository name, make it private, and just create repository. Don't need to do anything. So you have created this repository. Now you will see like how to
Only private. Add a README file not required.
no, there is nothing. Just do it private and just click on create
Okay.
repository, right?
Okay.
So now all the command is written here that you need to push your code to GitHub. Okay, so uh, what you will do, we have done till now.
Where it is written? In your account, no?
So when you click create repository, you will come to this page, right? Just scroll down and you will see all the commands that you need to.
Yeah. Create a new repository.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
from command line you can push your code. So now let's go to command line. First, let's create a file .git ignore. So what git ignore does, it won't share the file that is not required. So I don't require to send my virtual environment file to my GitHub. You can do it if you want, but we don't want it. So I just name the file that I don't want to push to GitHub. So I just name it. And what Git will do, Git will ignore this file while pushing my files to GitHub, right? So it will ignore this folder, my env. So if there is any other file, you can specify the name of your file, then it will ignore the file, right? So just create a git ignore file and name all the repository that you don't want to send to GitHub. Okay, so I specified the virtual environment name. Now, if I go here and it says that we have to create a readme.md, and readme.md is required to specify the description of the project, and that is mandatory. If you go to the project document, that they said that you have to create a readme file. Okay, so this readme.md file will have description of your project, so you can write description of your project. So I'm writing this is house application. So let me save it, right? So now we want to push our code to GitHub, right? So just go here, follow this command. There's command that specified what all file that are untracked still. So we can do git status. So I'll be able to see that we have these file and repository that are untracked. So app.py backend and requirement.txt that is still untracked. So uh, what we will do, we will add these files. So we will add this file to git. So the command will be git add and dot. So this dot will it will do, it will add this all these files to git, all the current files that is inside this folder. It will send it to git. Okay, so I just
In
do
the
enter.
my env folder, no?
Yeah, so it's not, you don't have to do it in my env folder.
No. With the command git add dot will
That you have to
add
do in this terminal, no? that you have to do in this terminal.
Okay, not out of that.
Now in this terminal, git add that dot. So now the status of this is added, right? You can see a in front of this file name. So these all are added in the git. Now we want to commit.
By mistake, I could put the command git add dot in the virtual environment. Any difference will make?
Virtual environment where
No. When
git ignore file. Here in this git ignore file.
no. After going to the virtual environment terminal,
Uh-huh.
I gave the command git add dot.
And then you press enter, right?
Yeah.
There won't be issue. There won't be
Okay.
any issue. So it's showing A here, right?
Yeah. It is showing A here. All.
Okay. It's showing A. Okay. Right. So it means that it's working, right? Now I want to commit it. Now let's check the status once again. Git status. So these are all the files that is stored here. Now commit it. Git commit -m, and the comment will be initial setup. So this initial setup is done. Now all the files is pushed to Git, but we want to push it to GitHub. So we have to take it this command git branch -m, so that we specifying that we want to uh, add our code to main branch. So
What does
we
it
have,
mean?
so there are multiple branches, right? So it's a tree, like you are working in a main branch. There could be multiple branches of your code, right? So different branch doing different things. So
What
you-
code? What command you gave just before that? Git commit only.
yeah, git commit -m. So
Yeah.
it's written here, git commit -m, and whatever the comment. So it's a comment,
Okay.
first commit.
Okay.
So it's specified here. Now specify
Right.
the branch, and now tell the remote username that you want to push it to. So I just copy it from here, git remote add origin, and the link of this. So I will copy this and paste it here, and just press enter. I specified the origin that we have to push it to, and now let's push the whole code to this origin. So this is the command. So now it will ask for my authentication. Okay, so I'll just do sign in with your browser. It's opening here. I'm able to do it because my GitHub is open in this web browser, and my password is saved here in this Google. So if not, if you not encounter with this uh, page, you will see a sign in page. So just sign in your email ID, then you will see this. Just grant authorization to it, password, and confirm. So now my git is uh, GitHub is authorized Git to push code, right? So now I'm able to push.
All commands required to be executed. There's a create a new repository on the command line.
Uh,
These all commands are required.
yeah, whatever I have specified, these commands only required to.
Can we put all the commands at one time?
You can put, but I think there will be some white spaces, so you will get some
Okay.
issues. So do it one by one, okay?
Okay.
So it's done. If I go to my GitHub and in the repository and refresh it, I'll be able to see my code. So it's not ignore this my env. I don't know why.
We have to push also, na? Git push dash u origin
Yeah,
main also.
correct. You have to push
But
it.
my one is giving error. Failed to push some reference to HTTPS. This.
So you have authorized this GitHub with passwords that like I done.
Just a minute. Where?
It's I have done that, right? You won't be able to see it right now. Okay. Let
And how can I do?
okay. Let me do it first. So now, like we are able to see that our code is present here. So if I change anything, so if I write pip install, sorry, uh, from Flask install import, sorry. Now I have updated this file, right? Now again I want to push the code. So it's for app.py it's saying modified, right? So let's just add get add app.py to GitHub again. Now
When I was executing that commands, no, the error came. Am I audible? Hello. Sir is audible. Others are there.
Whereas people,
Okay.
hello. Yeah,
Hello.
I lost my connection. Sorry for that. Uh,
Sir, when I was executing the commands, no,
mm-hmm.
branch, remote, and push,
Mm-hmm.
the last command gave error.
Okay, Shrikant, let me complete it.
Okay.
I'll tell you that how.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay, so I have changed something to this file. Now I want to push these changes to GitHub again. So I whatever I change in this file, I do git add app.py and just git commit, and I can give a comment here changed into app.py. Whatever change you have done, you just specify and hit enter. Now I committed. Just we have to push it to our repository, GitHub repository. So just git to push. Now it's pushed. So if I go to my GitHub, with me, I lost my connection again. Is it? Hello?
No, we are audible.
Okay. Okay.
It is okay, sir. But
So you have understand it.
Now you are audible, sir.
Yeah, okay. So you understand like how to push our code to GitHub. Anybody is following me?
I am following, but the same problem.
Okay, okay. Anybody else? Okay, nobody is following. So okay, you can do it later.
No, Himanshu, we are following.
Okay, you are following.
Yeah. Following.
So you are able to do it.
No, actually, I have to do the initial foldering, so I will watch the video and do it. I'm just doing one.
Oh, okay, okay. So that won't. So you have to do it manually, or otherwise, if you are not able to do it with Git, then you can do with GitHub desktop. I'll share a video. If then we will see that what happens. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Okay.
Okay. And that will be possible after this session only. So, okay.
Yes, no problem.
So you can just tell me in the G space. I'll give you time. Then you can share your screen at that time.
Yes. That I think that will be convenient. At least 1-2 sessions to do the initial, attachments and other things.
Correct.
So
Correct.
that it will be smooth.
Correct. So till here we have done our initial setup. So anybody has any questions? Shrikant, you were saying that you are
The only thing, this
okay. So
I am
share your
I am
screen.
I am pasting. Yeah, I am sharing the screen. It is
Share your
better.
screen.
This error is coming. This one. When I run this and I ran this one, git push origin main.
So I think wait, wait a second. Check. Okay. So it says should not be like this, but so you have done
I have copied the command from this place.
and
I configured here and I copied the command here and pushed that. One by one I did it, and the last command could not be executed.
you have done merge main origin main. So minus m minus origin. Just do git push.
This problem comes after some time. The terminal hangs. My
Okay.
terminal hanged. I have to go to the next terminal, no? Right?
So
What
just
to do?
just delete it. Just delete it and create a new PowerShell.
Okay. Delete from here, no?
No, not this one. You have deleted all the.
Delete means here, this PowerShell I have to delete, no?
Yeah, create a new terminal.
Okay.
Now do
Virtual. Am I audible?
You also said left the meeting.
Sir left.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I was not able to see the window that one. Any other one has done this?
Hello. I lost my connection. Sorry for that.
Is it visible? My screen is visible, sir?
Yes, yes, your screen is visible.
Okay.
Now do git status.
Git
Yes.
status.
Yes. Okay.
Changed. Is it okay? No comments.
Okay, it's fine. Now do git push.
Push. Okay. Command is okay.
Yes. So you while setting the origin, have you authorized it? Like just
Where?
run those commands. Go to GitHub, copy that second last line. Second.
Should I run it again? Echo is required. This one is also required. Echo. Sir, again left. Am I audible, sir?
I have a very weak connection. Sorry.
Should I do this again? This all commands, these commands.
No,
Should I do it again?
no, you don't need to do it again. Just copy this git remote add origin, second last line. Second. Yeah, copy it and run it again.
Okay, just this type of thing happens when I copy it somewhere and come to the VS Code. Should I enter?
What?
Okay, again. Hey, just see the screen. When I go to somewhere and copy some commands and I come to the VS Code again, then such type of things happens
Okay.
frequently. Again, I'm doing, no problem.
Okay.
Remote
So
origin already exists.
right. So you haven't authorized that. You have to authorize it.
Where?
Just do git remove origin.
Huh?
Yeah,
In the
write
VS Code.
a command here. Write a command here. Git remove
Git
origin.
remove
Origin.
origin. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Enter.
Enter.
The most similar command is removed.
What?
It is not a git command.
Wait. Let me check. Right command. Okay. Do git remote remove origin. Git remote remove origin.
Am I correct? Remote, remove. Enter.
Enter.
Yeah, now it is.
Now,
Is it?
now do git. Go to that command that is specified in the GitHub.
This
Go
one,
to
na?
that.
Copied
Go,
this.
no.
Git
Go to that page. So you have done till now. Okay. So now you have to add the origin. Yeah. Run that command that you are running.
Only this one, or start from git init.
No. This one. It's copied already. Just paste it.
It is copied, yes. Enter.
Enter.
Yeah, now it is.
Now
done.
paste the next command.
Now what happened exactly? Why did it could not happen?
No, you will got to know after
Okay.
next command. Okay.
Okay.
Paste the next command.
Next command is this. This main. Correct?
Mhm.
So, again the error coming. Same.
Okay.
Reference specs main does not match any source.
Okay. Okay, you are getting failed to push some request.
We are just copying because I don't know the basics how this Git is working.
So
That's it.
I'll send a video in GSpace.
Yeah.
Do that.
The
Do
videos are there. I do it, but what happens now? Why it is doing what it
it's
is
not
doing? What?
authorized. Well, when you are doing first time, so
Okay.
does it ask you to put your password on all those things?
Here it already my GitHub was there.
GitHub was there, but you have to authenticate your Git with GitHub, right? So
where?
it asks when you run this command. It asks you, but it's not asking for
It
you.
is not asking. Not asking.
Yeah, it generally does. I don't know what is happening. You can
Okay.
try it again after the session.
Okay.
Maybe in another root project folder. Create another project folder. Uh, just move your all the files in that new folder and then do it for that, right?
Another this repository.
No, not create. Don't create a new repository. Just create a new folder on your local machine.
Okay, all the new things.
Yeah.
New environment.
Yes, new environment, new folder. Hope with that you will be able to do it.
Okay.
If you want to be able to do it, then we'll do it in the next session.
Okay.
So
Authorization. Where it will ask authorization? When?
while running this push command, the end command.
Okay.
The last command is that git push. It will ask with that. So a pop-up will be. I think you are not following while I was doing. That's why.
Okay, fine. I will do later. After the session, I will connect with you for some time.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, fine. Okay.
So let's go ahead. Let me share my screen.
I am stopping presentation. Okay.
Yeah, because stop.
Can I do with you in the VS Code, or I should stop and do a later on?
Like I'm not getting. Can you?
Can I continue with the codes
Yeah,
without
you
this?
can. You can continue. No problem.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So till now we have pushed all these things to GitHub, right? Now let's work. Let's initialize our app. So I imported Flask. Okay. So let's create a Flask instance. App equal to. I think you are familiar with this. Ask how to
Yeah. It is okay.
So we initiate it. I'll recommend it not to do the like this. You should it will tell you. So uh, I write this condition whenever I click on this button or whenever I do app, whenever I try to run this Python file, it will run this app.run, right? So let's do it with this way. Let's create a function here, initial setup, and create it here. Okay, so what we are doing is like when we will run this application, or okay, call this function first. Initial setup. Okay, capital S. Okay, so what is happening when we will run this file, we are calling this function to create our Flask app instance. So this app instance contains corresponding to our server. So whenever we'll do app.run, the server will be activated, right? So we have initialized our Flask instance, right? Now we can create a DB instance. Here, what I will do, I will from Flask SQL Kami. Since I have installed Flask SQL Kami to my have I installed? Yeah, I have installed. Okay, no problem. So I just do from Flask SQL Alchemy, import SQL Alchemy. Okay, so now I'll create a DB instance using SQL Alchemy. This. So I have created SQL Alchemy instance. Now we want to connect this DB instance with my Flask app, right? That is we want.
If I am not installed this Flask SQL, then after installing we have to put the command, because my error is showing yellow line.
Yeah, so you have to install it, right? It's
Pip
showing a
is
wiggly line underneath this, right?
pip install.
Yeah, you have to do pip install in the just activate your virtual environment and
Yeah.
uh, install this Flask
Okay.
SQL Kami.
Okay.
So I have created Flask SQL Kami instance. Now I want to connect it with my Flask app, right? So how would I connect it? Uh, I have to import this instance. This let me remove all this unnecessary files. Yeah. So I have to import this instance to this file where we will configure everything in this file. So how will I import that? So I'll import that because that DB instance is in my models.py file, and my models.py file is in this backend folder. So I'll go from dot backend slash models.py, or not slash, I have to do dot. So I'm specifying the path where we have to, and so my instance is inside models.py. So I do dot backend dot models. Now in this models.py we want to import, from this we want to import this db instance, right? So we import db. Now we have imported db. How to incorporate it with Flask app? We will do db dot init app, and we will pass this app instance. So now our database and our app is linked, right? So now whatever we models we will create, it's incorporated with this Flask app instance. Okay, till here everyone is clear?
Once again, sir, how it is connecting both?
Okay, so what you are doing, while you when you run this file,
Yeah.
this function will be called, because
App.py.
yeah, when you run app.py file, this
Okay.
initial setup that we have created, a function we have created, initial setup. So in this, all our initial setup is being done. So I just initialize app variable with none, and now in app variable I'm creating a Flask instance. Flask instance means we are
Object, Flask
object of
object.
Flask object, right?
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we have created a Flask object. Now if I do app.run, then my Flask is working. Now I want to incorporate the database models with this Flask app. Okay, with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Flask instance. So where I'm making Flask, the models, I'm making models in models.py. So I'm creating Flask SQL Alchemy instance. Okay, I have created a Flask SQL Alchemy instance. Now I want to
And
uh,
DB is a model. DB is a model of SQL Alchemy.
DB is a instance of SQL Alchemy, class object of SQL Alchemy,
Object, yes, the
object of SQL Alchemy. Yeah,
object variable, correct.
object of SQL Alchemy. So we have created a object of SQL Alchemy. Now I want to attach it to, incorporate it to Flask app. So I do db.init and specify the app that I want to incorporate. So db.init is a method of db instance, and I passed it app. Okay. So now
Correct.
my SQL Alchemy object is connected with my Flask app. Okay.
App, yes,
So
correct.
whatever the models that I will create here, it will sync with my Flask app, right? So I connected this. Now we have to create our that SQL Alchemy SQLite file in which our data will be stored, right? So let me take the code for that. Uh, it's inside this .py file. Yeah. So this is how we create. So I'm configuring. You can. I'm configuring a SQLite database. I give it a name, my app underscore DB. You can give it any name, but this should be same. I hope you are aware with it while doing lab assignment, right? So I am configuring a SQLite database with my Flask app. So every operation that is happening with SQL Alchemy will store in this SQLite file, right?
And this command should be in between app and DB
Yeah, you have to
instance
do it. Yeah,
before that.
yes,
Before
before that.
initializing the app,
No,
DB
after
initial.
initializing app, you have to do it, and then you have to connect your app with DB.
Okay.
Because if you haven't connected your specified your database file, you are if you connect your DB, then it the Flask won't recognize that where you have to store your database models, right? So just first configure a database file and then initialize DB instance. Okay, so now all the models tables that we will create, it will store in this file, right? So it's done. Now do app dot context app underscore context. I think there's similar command. Yeah, app context push.
The name of the database file, this is optional. What can we give? My underscore app dot underscore DB. This is
Yeah,
the name given by us.
yeah, it's given by us, but this keyword is we have to
Up
give
to
it.
3 slash, it is default.
Yeah, it's
And
default.
any name you can give after
Correct,
that.
correct. And then extension will be dot SQLite 3. And I'm
Okay.
doing app context dot push. So why we do this app context dot push is to specify that whatever we will do, whatever code we will return in this file should work in the context of app, because at the end we will connect everything with our Flask app, right? So whatever we are doing operation in this file, yeah, or in the routes.py file, the context should be in the app, right? So the context should be with app. Okay,
Which app? This app
this app that
object
we have
or
app object. So
okay.
we have specified app
Plus
object, Flask app
plus
object,
object. Plus
Flask
object.
object. So
In this app context.
app context. So in this Flask server context, it is pushing all the context or the operation that we are doing. It's doing in this context. Okay, if you not specify this, then it will not recognize these files, that whatever operation is happening in this file, it won't take account of those. Okay, so we have to specify this context. So it's been created. Now let's create a we can create a route. So we can create home route. So let me first import app from here, from this app.py. So from app.py, from app, import app. Right. What this app is for this file, and this app is for that object, Flask object. Now we have imported this. Now we can create a route, app.route slash home method equal to get, and I'm specifying the method that is allowed in this uh, route, and I'm creating a function and returning from Flask import render template that we need, and we need request. So I'll import all the necessary functions that we require. We will require redact, so I'm just importing these functions. Whenever we need, we will just use them. So whenever user go to slash home, you will see welcome. So now it's done. In routes.py, I've created route /home. In models.py, we haven't created any models yet. We will create in next session. Okay. And in app.py, we have set up our application. So now these routes is specified in this file, right? Now we have to import these routes here. So what I will do, so it works in the same context. So what I will do, I'll just import these routes. How will I import? These are inside this backend directory. So I'll write from backend dot routes dot star. So I'm importing everything. Import start. So I'm importing every route from here. Whatever route I'll make, I'll importing here. Now everything is there. My database setup is there. My Flask instance is created. I connected this Flask instance with this app, and I have routes specified here. So it's taking routes from in this file and it's specifying from here. Now if I run, let me do debug equal to true. So what is this debug equal to true does? It will help us debugging the error that we are encounter. Okay. So whenever we are going to run, make sure that you are in this app.py file. If you try to do this for route.py file, then you won't be able to do it because you haven't called any function here, right? Everything is calling you are calling app in this app.py file, right? So just come in this file app.py file and let's do python app.py. Let's see it's working or not, whether we are getting any error or it says import attempt relative import with no parent unknown package. Okay, so we are getting some error. Let's see what error we are getting. Put star. It's like this, I think. Okay, I have to do this. So just we have to make sure that we specify correct name of the files and correctly we import all the instance. Let me try. Try to run it again. App dot that dot app context push. So I'm getting error here. Okay. Push. The function object has no attribute. Push.
Which code you are saying comparing with that? We wrote this or previous
No,
one?
no, no. It's my previous one.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so what happens is like when you do initial setup, there is some function that we are not familiar with, right? So we don't do these things every time, right? So we have to just check whether we are doing everything is right or wrong. So I have just missed this round bracket, so that's giving me error, right? So I have to write app dot app context open close bracket. So it's a method, it's a function, and then it has a push function. So it's push all the context to app. Now if I do it will work. Right. So it says app dot route has no attribute none type object. It says okay, Flask import current app. Okay, okay. So there's some change. What we have done from app import app, means what we are doing, we are doing app in importing app from app.py file. But Flask does is Flask make available this instance as a current app name. So if you want to use this app instance, specify current app. So instead of doing from app import current app, from import app, I will do current app, current underscore app as app. So Flask internally Flask makes this
Whether this
app.
app is not making confusion with the two apps in the word we are using. Somewhere it is a Flask app, somewhere it is the object.
Which Flask app?
Two app word.
Okay.
First app is in the
So yeah,
context.
so Flask
Can't we
makes.
change the name? Can't we change the name?
No, we have to use only one app, right? So we are just using this name for this instance, right? So that we there's consistency. So while what I have done, we have created a Flask instance app, right? Now Flask make available that current and what we have done app.context push. So in the whole directory, Flask server is working. Okay, so when we now we if I need that app instance in this file routes.py file, I will just simply do from Flask import current app. So Flask make available that app instance as current app. Okay, so we just
Which one is current app? App.py.
app.py, the app instance in app.py. So this is the app instance in app.py, right? So Flask make that app instance name as current app,
App. Current app.
current app. So what we have done, import from Flask, we will import current app, and
And current app is a keyword of
current app
Flask,
is a
right?
correct keyword, correct. It
Okay.
Flask makes available that instance as current app. Okay, now for consistency we want to use app, so we will just rename this current app as app. Okay,
Correct. That. Got it.
so it's same, right? So if I run this now, let's see, we will encounter several problems like this. Okay, so we have to be aware of whatever we are doing. Okay, let's see if I get any other error. Oh, it says methods. So we have to do methods. We have to do methods. See, now finally it's working. Okay, so we are able to initialize our server. Anyone have any doubt? So if I go to this link, and our route was slash home, so it says welcome. So our app is working. So anybody has any doubt with this or any question, and you can ask any question if you have. Anybody?
How did you run this?
Just go to app.py, either click on this run Python file button, or
Okay.
just do let me just come out of this. So just
Coming out by Control C.
yes, my Flash server is off now. If I do refresh here, I won't be able to, so it will give me error. It won't load, right? So if I want to run this file, I'll do Python app.py.
Okay.
So I'm running this app.py file. You can do it like this, or just click on this button, come on this app.py file, okay, and just click on this. So and it's same as if you write Python app.py. If you run, it's working. So anybody has any doubt in this?
Sir, can you please explain why you import the backend file in the app.py?
In the app.py. Okay, so this backend dot route, right?
Yes, yes.
So I have written all these route here, right? But
Oh,
I my whatever request is coming to this file, right? In this object, right? App object
app.
apps.
Yes, yes,
So it's
yes.
initialized in this file. So I'm just importing it here, all the routes here. So
Okay.
it's just like you are writing route here. If you remove this, it's just like same thing. Okay, you are importing these routes in this file. Okay, you are
Okay.
specifying those routes in this file and just importing them. Why we are doing in this separate file? Because we don't want to incur any, like, if my this file goes long, I will be difficulty to, like, go to different lines where I will get error. So if I'm getting error in routes, then I'll simply do routes.py, and I'll check where I'm getting error. If I'm getting error in models database, so I'll go in models.py, right? So everything is crystal clear, right? There,
Yes,
not,
sir.
not
You
everything will be in
understand.
the same file. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Anybody has any other doubt? Just please ask. Without asking, we won't able to do it, right? If you have,
My app could not run. The error is giving.
so you are
Python.
getting an error. So can you read that error?
Python, the term Python is not recognized as the name of the commandlet function script file.
Okay, we'll do.
Operable. At
Uh,
line number 1, character 1, Python app.py.
okay,
You do
I'll
it.
give you time to share your screen.
Okay,
Um,
fine.
Slowly, something you were saying something.
So I just want to ask that we can ask our doubts tomorrow as well, right?
Yeah, tomorrow will be our doubt clearing session, or you can ask in GSpace if you have any.
So I'll ask in the tomorrow session. Like, actually, my Git wasn't able to install properly, so that's why I was not able to follow up you along.
Okay, so so I said na that it's not problem, not a problem if Git is not working. We can do that. So you haven't done this Flask app initialization, is it?
I actually was following up you from before, but when my Git wasn't able to install, then I stopped there,
Okay,
and I'm
no
just
problem.
watching along with. Yeah.
Okay, so what you can do today, you can do this initialization part. Okay,
Okay.
I'll tell Git in the tomorrow session. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
we
Thank
can
you.
do this because it's different from this Git, right? You can do this.
All right. So I don't need to have that installation, right? Like for this part.
You don't need to. You don't need to.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Anybody else? If you want to ask questions on this, or you are getting error, just specify. I'll give time to everyone to share your screen, and then
Himanshu, I think you will need time tomorrow because initialization
yeah, we
is a
understand.
problem.
Not a problem. We will
So
do it.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, Shrikant, can you just share your screen and tell me what errors you are getting?
I think I resolved it, but the import error is attempted relative import. Yeah, I am sharing.
Yeah, there's
And
some
another
relative.
error come. I resolved that one, but another error
Yeah,
coming.
it happens when we do some.
No, error is a big thing to learn. Without error, it is very difficult to learn
Correct.
why this is coming.
Yeah.
Because
So
you are setting up the Flask in a different way. I have followed the class where in the live classes there were something slightly different, not much, but it is a good learning.
yeah, it happens, right? Like when I was doing, I was not taking any sessions and all, because
It is very difficult.
I was
Yeah, I
running
shared
another
it.
session.
My
So
screen is visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Yeah, I just followed you. I put my 100% to follow you, but
No
yeah,
problem.
this is coming. Attempted relative import with no known parents. Like something
What
wrong.
what you okay?
How to track these errors? This is also very important to know.
How to track these errors means like how to resolve these
Yeah,
errors.
yeah,
So
no, resolution.
see there's one error in app.py file line 2. So it's saying you
How did you know?
uh, read that pink line, first pink line.
Yeah, here. Okay.
On file name is specified before your
App.py. I'm coming to app.py.
so back
Line 2 is this.
there's one dot before backend, so that is not required.
Okay.
Okay, now you will do see this is
Okay. See, this minor thing, because the tracking of the error is very important because error always comes.
yeah.
So how
So
to
you
track and
can
how to do.
it tells you that where in which line you are getting error. So just read the error properly. Okay,
Okay,
if you read error properly, then you will able to do
okay,
it.
okay.
Okay, anybody else is doing, so we can do that
Now,
thing.
one more question I have.
Okay, okay,
In the last time I was doing, this
okay.
5000 is a Flask port, right?
Correct, correct.
But due to that, I think global installation or something wrong I did, I could not understand. But
Mm-hmm.
it could not be configured. But when I changed the port manually,
Mm-hmm.
then it worked. Here in the debug port app.run,
Mm-hmm.
here when I go to here, na, port is equal to,
Yeah, port is equal to you have specified an other ports, right? What you
yeah, then it worked.
so like
What was
it
the
could be
issue?
I'm not aware of that, but it could be like because port specifies the opening point where the Flask app
Yeah,
is initialized in your
yeah,
local
correct,
machine,
correct,
right?
correct.
So there may be some other programming is working on that port at that time. So that's why the Flask app was not able to run on that this particular port.
It should show welcome, no? I should not let it
So
go.
the route name is slash home, no? So, and you are just
Just a minute.
opening the
Slash home.
and your route is only just 5000
It
slash.
is better to, it
Yeah,
will
you
work
can do it. Yeah, now it's working. Now it will. If you refresh there, go there.
directly.
Yeah, directly go there. Just refresh.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
It's working.
So yeah, you can push all your code to there.
Where I should push? Now it is okay. Now this M is coming. What is this M? Modification.
So
Modification in the Git.
these are modified, right?
Modified in the Git.
Yeah, correct. Modified in the Git, but you have to push to
Okay.
GitHub. So I'll share
Suppose
that video now.
suppose I have not pushed it. In our local machine, where should I see it?
No, it's stored in your Git dot. There is a dot Git file is created here in this back, in this folder.
We
It's not
can't.
visible.
We cannot see
It's not
in our
visible to
machine.
you in the first place. You have to do it, but that's not required for you to, right?
Okay. Okay.
All your code is visible here in this folder, right? Not necessary.
Okay. Then can I configure the Git also here?
Mm,
The
configure.
last error was coming na, in the Git.
Yeah, so I'll share that video. You follow that
Okay.
video and then
Okay. 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 Then if the problem comes, then I will.
correct. Yes. Anybody else who is
At,
doing and
at
getting it?
any point of time, we can connect to the Git repository, right?
Yeah, we can connect
Suppose,
at any point.
suppose, suppose some folder is there. I am working on that, and
Mm-hmm.
any point of time after configuring on the Git,
Mm-hmm.
and we can connect to the GitHub, right?
Correct.
And it will be visible, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay. Any question? Somebody is saying something.
I am stopping the presentation, right? Thank you. I did something today. Very satisfied.
Okay, so let me just go through it once again, and we can
Yeah. Please, once again, refresh.
Yeah. So what we have done, we just make our repository. Now we have created backend directory for our all the backend tasks. So all our models, all our routes will be reside in this directory, models.py and routes.py file respectively, right?
Your screen is not visible, sir.
Okay, my
Please
screen
share
is
your.
not. I think it's
You
visible,
share.
but you have to
Huh?
pin it. My screen is visible.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
let me.
I'm not getting.
Yeah, it's visible. I think, right?
Oh, now it is visible.
Yeah.
Previously, only sound was. Correct.
So
Correct. Thank you.
in backend, we are doing all our backend tasks. So API.py, models.py, and routes.py, we have this in this backend directory, right? We will do all the backend tasks here. My app.py, what it does, it initialize my app. So how I do it? I create create a function initialize setup. This function will set up all the configuration. So first I create a Flask instance. Flask instance means my Flask server is running in this object, Flask in this app variable. I configure a database file with this app instance, that is my app db SQLite3. You can make any name, but the keyword should be same, right? Now
At
I
this point of time, it is not connected. No? This database is not connected to the app, or is it connected?
uh, GitHub.
No, app.config. What
Okay.
app.config is doing here? And what
App.config is like specifying a file, a database file to Flask server. So Flask server, what it will do, every operation that we do with SQL Alchemy, it will perform on the database that is stored in this SQLite3. So we are specifying a file to my Flask server app.config that this is my database file SQLite3. Okay, this is my database file,
connecting that file to
my Flask server.
Flask server.
Yeah.
Correct, correct.
Oh, now I have created DB instance. What DB instance is? It's an instance of Flask SQL Alchemy. Okay, it's an SQL Alchemy instance, and I'm connecting it to app. So I just import that DB from that models.py because I created that instance in this model.py, right? So I import that. How I import that? I write the directory name backend dot file name models. So we don't have to give extensions while importing the files,
Okay, okay.
importing from the files. And I import this instance, DB instance. Right. So I have imported that. Now with this DB, I'm connecting this app instance. So how would I connect? There's a method in SQL Alchemy, init underscore app, and I'll specify this app instance in this. So now my DB, my SQL Alchemy ORM, is connected with this app. Now and at the end, I'm doing app
How,
dot context push.
how many commands are there in the DB where we should see the documentation that this init.app will do?
This you can
The
go
D,
to SQL
where?
Alchemy.
SQL Alchemy.
Yes. Uh, just go here. You will able to find it.
SQL Alchemy 2.0.
With you have to do Flask SQL Alchemy because it's specific. We want to use Flask SQL.
Both is different.
No, Flask SQL Alchemy is SQL Alchemy only, but it's Flask SQL Alchemy is only tailored
Okay.
to Flask.
Okay.
So
Correct.
if you are not running a Flask application,
A small file.
so if you go to initialization, installation, initialization. So we have created SQL Alchemy object. Now see here, I have created a Flask app instance. I
Okay.
configured a database file with this, and I have created a DB instance with SQL Alchemy instance, and I connected this SQL Alchemy instance with app using this init app method. Initialize app with the extension. See?
Okay. Can we see the init app method definition in the documentation key? What this init app will come so that we can learn
That is
further.
inside backend, right? So we don't know what is inside backend, right? But
Okay.
we have given that if we do this, then it will be connected with my app.
Okay. You go to the scroll up. DB SQL Alchemy. Yeah. Here they are doing the model classification is equal to base. What is the argument they are using and we are not using?
Okay, so it's a concept of ORM. So our next session is about database setup. So while making
Okay.
models,
You will discuss this.
yeah, we will discuss all the things. So I'll cover everything. I'll cover what they will ask in Viva and what we will require in this.
That's why I'm asking. You must learn. No? You just copy in. If it is working also,
Yeah.
and we are not understanding why it is working, then it is very difficult to explain.
I'll explain what is
Please.
ORM, why we use ORM, and why we are using Flask SQL Alchemy instead of SQL Alchemy in this our app. So I'll discuss everything. So you will be prepared for your Viva.
Okay.
Also, right?
Okay. Thank
So
you.
I just I just wanted to ask till here, if you have any doubt, anybody can ask. In the like concept and all, like why I created this instance, how it's working, you can ask that. Okay, anybody? No one. Okay, not
One
a
thing,
problem.
sir.
So
One question, not question. I am doing parallel with you
mhm.
on the same household app to learn, and in the meantime, after 1 or 2 days, you are giving for the doubt session. I will do the actual project. So if this strategy is good, or I should do on the actual app only?
You can do one thing, that like you can understand what I am doing here,
Yeah.
and you can work it on your application, right? Because if you give uh, time on two places, then it will be like time
Okay.
taking for you.
One thing. No, suppose I'm doing some wrong thing happens in our code, so I do mistakes because certainly we will do the mistakes. Okay.
Hmm.
Then whether the project will be, I think, start from the scratch, or in the meantime you can correct it in the doubt session by sharing you the screen.
Yeah, in individual session, I'll take your doubt. I'm not entirely going to solve it. I'll give you hints. You have to
Yeah.
follow it.
Yeah.
But I will everything I'll cover in sessions. So
Okay.
it won't be like
Okay.
those things will be new for you.
Okay.
So whatever you require, I'll explain those. And please, if you like, you are not able to do uh, like push your code to GitHub, don't wait for it. Just start doing your project. Okay,
Okay.
just initialize your project.
You will share this code also in GitHub.
Yeah, I'll share the GitHub link in the list.
Instead of doing parallel with you typing, that it is better to understand and focus on the understanding.
Correct.
Right now, and you say you give the code, then I will run it one by one and do it. Right? Is it okay? No?
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
but this code is not of any use for you, right? It's only that I have initialized this app. Now I'm going every route I am
No,
making
no,
every
not
database.
for using, not for using.
But
So
just to
what?
see. Okay.
Yeah, okay, what, get the confidence that I will run it at my
Okay.
own. Some
Okay.
basic module should be there, like it is running. Why, what wrong I am doing? I will compare with that. I will not take so much of time here. I will compare with that. I will come with a specific problem. That this is the problem.
Okay. Not a problem.
Okay.
I'll share the link. Okay.
Every day I will update the same thing.
Yes. Every day will be update.
Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
do this initialize thing that we have done, and tomorrow we will only able to take doubts if you have attempted this, right? If you don't attempt, then there won't be any uh,
Correct.
doubt session, right, for you. No point of taking doubt session,
Of
right?
course, of course, of course.
Himanshu, can you just send us the Mac installation video after the session?
A Mac installation video of what?
For GitHub, you said that you will
Yeah,
send.
yeah. I'll share whatever
Okay.
I said to share.
So I think today, I think it's a wrap up then.
Yeah, it's wrap up. Yes, correct.
Okay, okay, okay.
You can you all can
Tomorrow
leave.
again from 10 a.m. we are coming for doubt session,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you have to implement all those things that we have done.
Yeah, I will do that
Okay.
in the evening. Once I get to configure the things, I will watch the recordings. I think the recordings will be available by in next 2 3 hours.
Yeah. As it get prepared, I'll just push it because it takes time to prepare. It's like 2 hour 30 minutes recording, right?
Yeah,
So
that's what I was saying. So by the evening, I think I will be able to get the.
by the evening you will be able to see. I'll paste the
Okay,
link here, or you can
okay.
check it in the event.
In the
GitHub
calendar also,
calendar
yeah.
event.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much, Himanshu. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. So uh, all the best, everyone. Let's start
Okay.
our
Thank you.
project, right?
Okay, sir.
If you
Thank
have
you.
any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome. Yes.